This is the reason why so many career-driven women have problems in the dating world.
You ain't met
because,
the right one.
Hold on. No, I'm just talking about as a whole, especially in the black community. The women that make this nice money, they are struggling. They are on TV talking about, oh, I'm gonna have a baby, but I'm gonna have it put in me because I can't find a man. Because really and we talked about, Ace, you talked about staying in your financial lane for men. A lot of these women aren't staying in their physical lane or their mental lane when it comes to the men. Because now you want these men that make all this here money and do all of these here things for you, which is a very small percentage of men. If you say I want a man that make $100,000, you eliminated 85% of all men. 85%, that leaves you 15%. Half of that 15% is married. 7.5%. Half of them gay. Live with an alternative lifestyle. Take that down to 3.5%, 4% that you got to choose from. Then you want him over 6 feet, 2%. He can't be obese, 1%. You don't like Sagittarius, Leos, or Cancers. Well, now you at 0.5% of a man that you got to look for. You got to find him, and then he got to like you back. That type of man that makes that type of money has requirements for a woman too that now you have to meet. This is why so many women are struggling that make money when they step out here into the dating world because they're unrealistic for their dating pool.
See, I'm so tired of the long explanational excuses from a lot of men today. I'm not here to tell you what you want to hear, fellas, but I'm going to tell you the truth. And, you know, ladies, of course, you're welcome to listen to this conversation, but y'all, fellas, you're not tired of these excuses yet? You're not tired of hearing these talking points that's making you feel good? When are you going to accept that a lot of you, just like how you say to women that they don't qualify for the top guy, some of you don't qualify for the top woman? And even though women outnumber us, even though the ratio of women to men is amazing, where a lot of you have options, you don't qualify for the top woman, fellas. The same thing you try to preach to women. You try to have these little intellectual, statistical talking points, but you don't qualify for it. And I'm going to be the bearer of bad news, but news that a lot of you men need to hear. A lot of you men need to accept and stop deflecting and projecting. What it all boils down to, fellas, is I'm going to give you the best example and analogy that I can give you. You're mad at women because there's a certain percentage of women that has elevated out of the basement and made it into the house. And you're still in the basement and you're down at the bottom of the basement. And now you're looking up at the stairs and she's into the house, standing in the doorway, looking down the basement stairs, looking at you, and you're lecturing women on why they need to come back down to the basement when they've made it out. That's equivalent to what a lot of you men are doing. But y'all sit up here, y'all listen to all this fresh and fit and these crybabies on the internet, and you're so used to hearing these program talking points that a lot of you are brainwashed. The reason why a lot of you don't qualify for the top woman is because a lot of you men don't want to evolve. Why not go get your trade? Go learn to be an electrician, plumbing, okay? Welding, all these other skill trades that you can learn. Some of those men make over 6 figures. If you want to make your money and step your game up and evolve and grow and progress, hey, go get you a skill, go get you a trade. But a lot of you're not willing to do that. You're not willing to evolve. And you're mad at women that has evolved out of the basement. And you're shaming them on why they need to come back down into the basement with you. Even if you feel some type of way about women that you feel like they are delusional or whatever, stop focusing on the women that's delusional. Stop focusing on them. Focus on the women that you know you have a better shot at. That's how I know, and that's how you should understand and know that a lot of you men, you're lazy. You're lazy and you're entitled. like I said earlier, I'm not one of these men that's going to tell you what you want to hear. I'm going to tell you what you need to hear. I'm not going to be a male simp and a male panda bear telling you women bad. Women are the villain. I'm not here to do that. I'm here to tell you to man up, boss up, so you can qualify for more. A lot of you men walking around here and you don't even want to fix problems of yourself that you can fix. Some of you walking around here, you got teeth missing. You got bald spots. But you want a woman, you want the top woman. You want a woman that look like Rihanna. Or a woman that look like, Megan Good or somebody. But you walking around here, you got front teeth missing. Some of you got side teeth missing. Up here complaining about women. I was at the barbershop about maybe a month ago, and they was in there talking about women, and there was a dude in there with 3 or 4 side teeth missing, complaining about women. And I'm looking at him like, dude, have you seen you? Man, you better be happy with what you can get, if you can even get a woman. And some of y'all in denial, I'm like, what, bro? It look like somebody blew your teeth out with a shotgun. And y'all feeling entitled about women. Don't want to accept the fact that you losing your hair and everything. Man, come on, man. And y'all want to have these little crybaby, long intellectual talking points. Well, if you don't, it's every man only makes this amount of money. Well, I'm not going to say every man, but there's a percentage of men that only make this amount of money. But if the top men make this amount, then you qualify for XYZ and MC squared. Like, bruh, trying to just create reasons and excuses for women to just lower their standards and settle for you just because you got a penis and you got some chest hair and you're a man. No, you're a grown boy. Y'all don't hear men talk like this. Man, boss up, grow up. Stop shaming and whining and crying about women. Fellas, if your daughter went to school and she made something of herself, and you and your wife, or you and your baby mom, or whatever your situation is, y'all, raised your daughter to be a successful young lady, and she went to law school, and or she became a nurse, nurse practitioner, or whatever, and she's making like 150 or 200,000. Would you want her to be with a man that's trying to shame her? To tell her you don't qualify for this type of man. A man that's trying to tell her to come down to the basement. You want the best deal for your daughter. I know I do. I got 2 daughters. I want the best deal for my daughter. Now, yeah, I want a man, if he's making less than her, I want him to have some substance, some qualities. Can he fix stuff? Does he have leadership skills? But a lot of you men don't even have that. And you want women, the top woman. You don't qualify for that. You don't have leadership skills. You don't know how to fix nothing. You can't change a flat tire. You don't know how to change your oil. You're useless. I'm saying that as a man, as a father with daughters. Real talk. No. If he's making less than you, that man deserves respect. As a father, my daughters is going to understand that. They turn out being successful. I'm speaking that into existence for my daughters. They're going to be aware and looking at a man's character, his leadership skills, this, that, other tangibles. But a lot of you men don't even have the tangibles to go along with it. And you're shaming. Bro, come on. But anyway, man, I saw this video and I wanted to just have a little, conversation about it. And this channel is full of male accountability. Full of male accountability. And it's going to be so much accountability coming y'all way, your direction, fellas, where a lot of you, you're going to, unfortunately, you're going to think it's pandering, it's simping, because you're so used to men whining on the internet. You're so used to being brainwashed of excuses. And you're so used to seeing men troll women all day and so fixated of getting your little fix of seeing men going viral on these podcasts, men on one side of the desk and women on the other side of the desk of the podcast table or whatever. And men embarrassing women, humiliating them, getting their little rocks off, and you cheering it on, yeah, women bad, women the villain. No. I'm going to give you some logic and I'm going to give you some accountability. And if it just so happen to be some women in the room, or down in the comments, don't pay attention to that. Pay attention to what I'm saying and pay attention of the fact that you need to grow. You need to get your teeth fixed, some of you. You need to cut your hair off because you're going bald. What woman wants to deal with a man that's going bald, that's in denial about his hair? That says a lot about you, fellas. I know this is a sidebar conversation, but if you are, if you have a major bald spot, and it's showing all at the top, the top is just missing. And you looking like RoboCop with his helmet off, that says a lot about you. If you're in denial about your hair, you're going to be in denial about your flaws and your issues. What woman wants to deal with that? If you're going to be in denial about what's visible, you're going to be in denial about issues that she has with you. Her trying to hold you accountable. Her trying to tell you things that you need to fix. That says everything about you, that whether you realize that or not, fellas. You not getting your teeth fixed says a lot about you. And some of you have jobs and you got benefits and you ain't getting your teeth fixed. There's no excuse for that, man. That is no excuse for that. So some of y'all walking around here with raggedy mouths. Some of your mouths are about as raggedy as a playground swing set in the projects. Raggedy. And you whining and crying and complaining about women. What woman want to deal with that? And you think you entitled to a woman of a certain high caliber? Hell no. Anyway, man, I didn't mean to go on that long, but I just want to have that dialogue for a second. But anyway, man, leave a comment down below and just let me know your thoughts. But fellas, come on, man, grow up. Like I say, women ain't perfect because some of y'all women, y'all be on that pop the balloon unrealistic expectations too. We gonna get into that as well. But anyway, y'all have a good one. Peace.